just like Philadelphia. Freedom means a lot to me.
When I interviewed you about 5 years ago, you were a jazz musician, and now you're a pop musician. What's going on?
I'm a musician. That's what I thought of myself as a musician. The style was, I always left that categorization to others, you know. I was just playing what I love and I'm playing what I love now.
I can see America trying not to show her age.
There's a lot of great things about Peter Cincotti. One, he's young and he's talented and he's handsome and he's schooled, but he woke up one morning. He's this great, I'm saying great jazz pianist, not good, but great. And he woke up one morning and he went, you know, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to contribute, I want to do pop music. And he just turned the whole thing 180 and wrote these incredible pop songs and sings them beautifully, plays them beautifully.
I would lay your body down, rock your tears away, but it's much too late for now to be like yesterday.
This is my first record that I've written everything. It's my first record of original material, so the style changed, and it's basically just what I'm doing right now. It's kind of like a debut, and I wanted to write about things that I never sang about before in songs, you know, things that either happened to me, personal experiences, and I didn't want to write a record of like, you know, I love you and you love me, so a lot of the subject matter I think is a bit atypical for what's out there right now, at least to me.
Remember Philadelphia.
Tell me about your song, Lay Your Body Down.
Goodbye, Philadelphia. Yeah.
It's a long title.
I know. Well, it's originally called Goodbye, Philadelphia, which is what I call it, and I'll always call it. It was released that way in Europe. And the song kind of wears two hats. It's kind of like it was intended to be written and stay on the fence, so to speak. And that's why there's both titles. When that song kind of came to America, a lot of people didn't want to hear it through Goodbye, Philadelphia, and they wanted to hear it as Lay Your Body Down. And the song, as a song, was always intended to do that, but here in America there's going to be two titles, and the listener can decide which one it is to him or her.
Time is running out, we still have to say goodbye.
You've been playing the piano since you were how old?
3. I started when I was 3.
And what got you into the piano, or who got you?
My grandmother bought me like this 10-key toy piano, and she taught me how to play Happy Birthday. It was my 3rd birthday, and I sat down and I never stopped.
So musically, when you were just getting into the piano as a young'un, who did you listen to?
The first guy I remember going out and I got my first cassette was a Jerry Lee Lewis tape. I remember I was like 5 years old, and I went with my uncle to the record store, and it was like Great Balls of Fire, and I'd go home and I just couldn't stop trying to play like Jerry Lee Lewis. So he was like the first piano player guy that really got under my skin, and then that led to many others, and then through there vocalist piano players like Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, Billy Joel, from Art Tatum to Shirley Horn to just tons of people.
You gotta be careful, fooling with nature, 'cause pretty soon nature will start fooling with you.
What was it like working with David Foster?
It was great. He was a pain in the ass.
Was he?
In a good way, and I was a pain in the ass back to him. But I love working with him. There was no BS, you know, it was just a very honest relationship.
He's a lot like me. He's a control freak too, so we butted heads a lot. And he actually made me come to New York to make the record, and I don't like New York because I'm claustrophobic and I don't take elevators, and New York makes me claustrophobic. But he made me come here for 3 months. That's how much I loved his music.
I remember the message he left me because I was calling him like, I don't want to do this in LA. I mean, is there any way it's like I'm in New York. I mean, I'm not one to, the least time in Los Angeles, the better for me. He left me a message like, Peter, you son of a you know, last time I came to New York, it was 20 years from Michael Jackson, you little, you know, I saved that message. It's great.
There's going to be a lot of bleeping with that answer.
The harder I'm working, the better you'll do.
What do you have against Los Angeles?
I don't know that I have anything against it, but I would, I'd rather spend my time elsewhere,
Like New York?
like New York.
You're a New Yorker through and through, aren't
I
you?
guess so, yeah. That was actually became part of the record. The song Angel Town is the title track about Los Angeles, and it's really more about the seduction of LA and what happens in Los Angeles. And the record's called East of Angel Town, which kind of sums up the whole record.
Goodbye, Philadelphia.